All right, how would you rule on this? Whenever you have a little problem going on in the family, just send us an email. We'll take it to KVJ Court, give you our ruling on it. This person is saying that they can't accept these baby gifts, and here is why. In their email, it says, I am 6 months pregnant with my first baby. It was so exciting getting to tell our family, and especially my sister-in-law. She was 4 months pregnant when we found out, but we waited for several months before telling the family. We wanted to make sure that things were stable before making our announcement. My sister-in-law was so excited to see just what I was going to have, a boy or a girl. She was having a boy and was hoping that our kids would grow up being the best of friends. Well, sadly, the unthinkable happened, and her baby was stillborn. She was devastated. Needless to say, she has struggled coming to terms with what happened. So she comes to me weeks later with all of her baby stuff loaded up in her car. She said it would mean so much for me to take it all. I thanked her. I cried with her as she left. She just didn't want to see her baby stuff anymore in her house, and I don't blame her for that. But in a weird way, I don't really want it. I've been so paranoid about my own baby that I don't want anything around that could jinx it. My husband pleaded for me to take all the baby stuff, and I pushed back against it. So he wound up taking all the stuff to his parents' house, and he has discreetly put it in a corner of their garage. I know this is just a stall tactic with the expectation that I'll get over it and eventually I'll take the stuff after my baby is born, but I don't think it's going to change. I don't ever want it. I feel like it's going to have bad energy, and I want my baby to have its own stuff. And then what if I'm having a girl? We were going to be just surprised at the delivery, but now I'm getting pressured to do a gender reveal. Doesn't the mother get full say on everything that concerns the little human that she is carrying? So it sounds like she's got her husband, she's got her sister-in-law, maybe the in-laws as well are leaning on her to take this baby stuff.
Well, I mean, she's going through great pain, and you could take, if you don't want that stuff, you could donate it and do something cool. If it's something that's going to be a burden to you and you don't want to deal with it, donate it to somebody who needs it, and then everyone kind of wins. You're helping out your friend who is hurting, and then you're donating something to help someone else out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the family would react if, she took all that stuff, and obviously the sister-in-law is going to realize that, hey, where's the baby stroller I gave you? Hey, where's the crib that I gave you? And so she'd have to tell her. So I think you would have to be upfront and forward and say, I just can't take this. Now, she has been upfront and forward with her husband about how she doesn't want it, and he's so far as the roadblock saying, just take it. I mean, this is a gesture to them. This means a whole lot to them. Now, one person texted in and said, you know what, you can tell that they're just first-time parents. Don't overthink everything. The baby's going to be just fine. Breathe.
Also, too, I mean, someone's hurting.
Yep. This comment says, you know what, girl babies are expensive. Take the stuff and put the extra money you're saving in your baby's college fund. A lot of people are saying that she needs to just go ahead and take it. And one person says her reasoning is stupid. Bad energy? That's so messed up to think. If she doesn't want the stuff, just tell the sister-in-law that it makes her sad. But this whole thing about the bad energy is really dumb reasoning. So some people are blowing that thought process out of the water. Another person said if she doesn't want the stuff, then why should she take it? This is so stupid. She doesn't have to take anything she doesn't want to take, even if the reason is Looney Tunes. It's just going to cause resentment. So this person thinks she's being Looney Tunes about her reasoning for not wanting to take it, but she says she doesn't have to if she doesn't want to. Okay.
I mean, I feel like you could really just be #be cool in this moment with somebody. Mm-hmm. Take the stuff, figure out how you could donate it.
I think the question is, does she just need to get over it? Because her husband is the one contesting this, and he's saying take it, but he's taking the stuff to his parents' house, put it in the garage in the meantime, just so that it's not around as she kind of sorts her head out. Another person said, as much as her sister-in-law would love for her to have the items, I think it would be more detrimental for the sister-in-law to see her baby with clothing or other items that should have been for the sister-in-law's baby. And that would be bringing back trauma to the sister-in-law, even though the sister-in-law doesn't get it now. I think that when she sees what was intended to be her kid's clothing on another child, that it's really going to hit and it's going to be harder for her than what she thinks.
And it sounds like this happened, quite recently. So
oh yeah, it's brand new. It's fresh, baby.
This is going to take a minute to emotionally get through.
There's a lot of emotions that are going on here. I can imagine, too, with her being, 6+ months pregnant. She's dealing with those own emotions, and now she's got to deal with this, plus the sister-in-law's grief is there as well. And Shelly in Sunrise says, regarding the baby's furniture, can't the grandparents keep the stuff to be used when the baby is at their house? Okay. I think Lovey is on here from Fort Lauderdale. You kind of think that is the right path, Lovey?
No, that's exactly what I said to your gentleman on the phone that answered my call.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't the parents make it? And then it's they can't make it either way, because when she has the baby and the parents stay or take the baby for the night, there's a crib there.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I get the energy part, but at the end of the day, they have energy that is a lot harder to go through. But that energy is taxing on the new mom, and that's not good for either the mom and the baby she's carrying right now, which could cause trauma at the end of the day or something go wrong.
Right.
So at the end of the day, let the parents keep it in their garage, set it up in their home.
Mm-hmm.
Then if the daughter-in-law or the sister-in-law doesn't like it or sees it in her parents' home, then get rid of it and donate it.
Yeah. I love that idea. And I think that's probably a good compromise for this and maybe a path that you could take it on. Now, when we asked KVJ TV if she should just take the baby stuff, 66% of people said yes. So majority of people think that your husband is right. You should take the stuff. But I like what Lovey is saying right there. Just why don't you try to find that compromise, keep it at the in-laws' house, and that way it's still in the family and you get to use it. And if she ever wants it back, the sister-in-law, maybe she has another baby and then she'll want some of it. So that works for me. That feels like a decent solution, but a lot of people say, yeah, don't get rid of it. It definitely needs to stay in the family, either at the in-laws or at your home.